everybody, this is Feeqs, and welcome back to another one of these talking things. Yeah, so, when we last left off, I was, ran out of snow, and I went to go, AFK to get some more snow, and, turns out I am out of, TNT. And one of the main ingredients in TNT is sand. I have plenty of gunpowder. It's the sand that's the problem. So today I'm going to be mining a bunch of sand, basically. And this is my giant sand pit. It was a beach. It is slowly getting dissolved. I feel bad for the poor turtles. Let's get some rockets here. Yeah, these poor guys are kind of I'm slowly taking their home away. I feel for them, but I need the sand. But anyway, yeah. I figured we'd sit there and talk, as I gather the sand up, because it takes forever. It usually takes me hours to gather up enough sand to be able to blow up the snow. It drives me nuts that you have to use TNT to gather snow in Java, but that's the world we live in. Anyway, one thing I wanted to talk about in this one was actually the horses. Minecraft horses. It's no secret nobody really uses those things except for B-Dubs. B-Dubs loves his horses. But other than that, like, no one really uses horses in this game, and it's kind of a shame because they made a whole update for them forever ago. It's kind of crazy to think that this world is actually older than the horse update. That kind of baffles me a little. But yeah, so forever ago they added the horses and stuff, and they haven't really done much to them since. And I think a big reason for that is the fact that no one uses them, but no one uses them because they're not a great mode of transportation. And one reason for that is they're just not very quick. And one reason for that is because it's a lot of it's relies on luck, basically. Being able to find the fast horse, being able to breed the right horse, and all that kind of stuff, which, I don't know, I think the whole horse breeding system is kind of interesting to, an extent. I can see how people kind of get down that rabbit hole, and they think it's, they want to make find the fast horse, breed the fast horse, or whatever, which is awesome, but I would say that's a really, really small part of the community. I always felt like the horses would be better off if they kind of took the Red Dead Redemption approach. And I've said this a few times, but nobody really knows me, so it doesn't go very far. But I do think that if they went the RDR2 approach where they horses were their skills improved, the longer they're around you. So like the more you ride it, the faster it'll become, or the more you sprint with it, the faster it'll become. The more you jump with it, the more the better jumper it becomes, and so on. Maybe the more battles and damage it takes, the more health it'll acquire. If they had a system like that, where basically the more you used your horse, the better your horse would become over time. I think that'd be a really good system, because then it also rewards you for maintaining and keeping your horse, and it rewards you for keeping your horse alive, and all that kind of stuff. And there's definitely a lot more they could do with it as well, other than just jumping speed and the health. Those are really the only three stats that kind of matter in a horse as the game stands right now, but I could see them adding some other stuff as the game goes on and develops and everything. It's just weird that like no one like really thinks about that. At least as far as I know, I haven't really heard anyone else propose that system. But I don't really see any flaws with it. I think it'd be a great system to have. I think it would help improve the game. It would get more reason to ride horses. Just like I don't really see a whole lot of drawback, and they can still keep the the breeding system in the game. Like I don't see a reason why that would have to go. Obviously, it would kind of be heavily nerfed in the sense that you would now be able to create the most ideal horse just by riding it, but or interacting with them and using them. But I don't know. I think the pros definitely outweigh the cons there. I think more people would be involved in doing that than trying to sit there and breed horses for hours and hours and hours, or days and days worth of playtime to do so. And I've seen even people exploit that, like, find faster ways. I think there's a glitch in the game where you can, give the horses potion effects in order to increase their chances for a better offspring and stuff like that. So if you give them a speed potion or a jump boost potion or whatever, they'll carry over the characteristics of those with those effects, which is nice. It's kind of convenient that you can cheese the game in that way, but I don't think it should necessarily, people should feel it necessary to do that in order to get like the best breed horses, because it just takes so long, because the breeding system just stagnates. So I don't know. I just it's always been an opinion of mine that that's kind of the way it should go. I'm just not sure if there's any reasons why it shouldn't. If anyone had any ideas why they think that it shouldn't go that way or shouldn't be that way, or any downsides to it or whatever, I definitely would love to know. It definitely, I don't know. I just can't think of any. So, well, yeah, we're here gathering sand. I've probably filled up, I don't know, probably like 50 shulkers worth of sand at this point, just to get TNT, just to get snow, just to place snow. It's just so bananas. This TNT could definitely be used better. I definitely could make a TNT duper for the snow factory thing, and that would be way more time, be way bigger of a time saver. But I don't know. I don't want to cheese, this word. I don't want to, I want to do everything pretty legit. That's also why I haven't really, last time I spoke, it was mostly on the Enderman thing. And, yeah, there's vanilla tweaks and stuff like that to, prevent Enderman spawning. There's commands you could even do to prevent Enderman from spawning in the overworld and stuff, but I don't really want to do that. I want this game to stay as, or this world at least, to stay as vanilla as possible. And, I don't necessarily know I want to sacrifice, that just to make things easier on myself, I guess. I don't know. Now, don't get me wrong, I do have some mods installed in this, mostly for recording. Like, I got the replay mod, I got the free cam mod to help with recording, and then other than that, the only other mod I think I have active is the one that's the overlay for the food. But honestly, that food one should definitely be a for the saturation bar. That definitely should be a vanilla feature. I don't know why it wouldn't be. But no, I don't have anything that's super game changing or altering. There's plenty that I'd like to add. Don't get me wrong, but I would rather just keep this map as vanilla as possible. I think it's been vanilla since I made it, and I don't see any reason why I should change that now. Convenience is not worth it. But I'm definitely gonna have to sleep here soon. But yeah, it definitely would be way easier to have a TNT duper, and then not have to worry about all this spending hours. And then after I get the shovel pretty much completely destroyed, now I have to go back and get it, go to the XP farm and get it mended. And yeah, it's just, there's a lot of tedious stuff to it. And getting even all the way out here is kind of crazy. It's thousands of blocks away. Let's see. I am 13,000 blocks away. Looks like 13,000 blocks. It's definitely not around the corner, that's for sure. But yeah, the other thing that's out here is this is where I get all my ice. So you can see mined a whole iceberg here. And that wasn't the only one. There was one there. There's one, that huge one here, huge one there. So I have gotten a lot of ice. That used to be a whole iceberg over there. I've gotten a ton of ice from over here. So it's so far away from like my main area that I don't mind kind of destroying the landscape here. I feel bad for these turtles, but I mean, kind of is what it is, I guess. I need sand. And I thought, and honestly, when I first started digging this, I thought it was a desert. And then by the time I realized it was only a beach, it was a little too late. So, oh well. Yeah, this is kind of my little area that I go to destroy things. But anyway, yeah, the horse thing. That's kind of my take on it. I'm very interested to see if anyone else has any other opinions or maybe even improvements. Maybe there's a better system that someone else has thought of to horses other than the breeding thing. I'd be interested to know that as well. But, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna keep on mining sand here. I just figured I'd kind of pipe in on that and hopefully get someone's feedback on something. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.